Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Julie and today I've decided to give myself the ultimate thrift store challenge. I went in the store and I tried to find something that was outdated, but they usually have a lot of, and it is very expensive when you buy it brand new in the stores. What did I come up with? I bought this faux tree. Do y'all see these all the time in the thrift stores? Let's see if I can turn this thrift store faux tree into something that is more in style right now. The first thing I need to do is just fluff out the tree so I can see what I'm working with. And then I went look at some pictures of eucalyptus trees because that's the kind of look that I want to go for here. So I'm going to be using that as reference and guidance and inspiration as I work on this tree. The reason I picked out this particular tree is because I really liked the small pot it was in. It was just a nice heavy base that I could then put into any container that I wanted. And even though all the eucalyptus trees I looked at only had one branch coming out of the pot, I just liked the look of the 3 branches on this tree. And there were also lots of branches with leaves to work with, and the leaves were nice fabric leaves, and the color wasn't that awful. You know, it wasn't a bright green. It looked like a nice natural green. So that is the reason why I chose this particular tree. Now I have some wire cutters and I am just going to start pruning this faux tree. So if we look at some of my inspiration pictures of the eucalyptus trees I found online, you can see that they have a much sparser look. They don't have as many branches and they definitely do not have as many leaves as this tree. It was really easy to pull the branches out. I just used my wire cutters and pull on them a little bit and they came right out of the trunk of the tree. Now I just wanted to kind of pull out some of the branches that were further at the bottom, and then what I did was start removing the leaves. So all of these branches that came out of the trunk had about 3 more branches on them. So I started paring it down to either 1 or 2 branches coming out of the trunk. And then I started removing some of the leaves, especially the leaves closer to the trunk, because we want to get that really sparse look that is in my inspiration pictures. This part was definitely a little bit nerve-wracking because I was scared I was going to cut off too many branches and it would be difficult to put it back together. However, I think the more I cut off, the more I liked it. I just kept looking at my inspiration picture, backing up, looking at the tree, and make sure everything was looking the way that I wanted it to look. And as you can see, I gave this thing quite a haircut. And I am very pleased at how it is looking so far in this process. Now it's time to take out the scissors so we can deal with these leaves. The leaves in the eucalyptus trees are round and the leaves in this tree are not round. So we need to fix that. And honestly, I think that the shape of the leaf on this tree is definitely something that dates it the most. So changing the shape of the leaf is going to totally transform the look of the tree. What I'm doing is just simply rounding out the edges. Some of them I just cut the tip off. Some of them I made smaller and rounded out even more. I just didn't think about it too much. I just grabbed the leaf and started working on it and completed that entire branch, and then I went to the next branch. Now this is definitely a project where you think, is the savings that I'm going to get from creating this project myself worth the time that is going to take me to create this project? And that was definitely something at the forefront of my mind. So I actually timed myself to see how long it took me to cut all the leaves on this tree. Y'all, I was kind of surprised. It only took me 36 minutes. I didn't even get to finish listening to the podcast I had put on while doing this. And this whole project overall together took a lot less time than I thought it was going to take. I've been putting off this video for about a month because I just wasn't looking forward to doing it. I thought it was going to take a really long time and I was shocked at how quick and easy I was able to complete this project and the amazing transformation in this project as well. At the end, we're going to do a little cost time breakdown so you can kind of see what everything cost me and how much time it took me to do this. For me personally, I think it was 100% worth it. The tree in the end looked amazing. It did not take that long. I am definitely going to be scooping up some more of these trees when I find them. Now we're going to use this Sea Glass Krylon spray paint, because if you've noticed the trend lately, all the faux trees and faux greenery all have this frosted look, which I think is very pretty. So I was trying to figure out a cost-efficient way to recreate this and also a time-efficient way to do this. So I did experiment with a few different things just so I could figure out exactly what I wanted to use and what I wanted it to look like. So in the middle is the original leaf and what that one looks like. Not awful. And then this one is with the Sea Glass spray paint, which I went a little bit heavier on this leaf than I did on the rest of the tree. And then this is just with a flat white spray paint. Now this is what I like to use at Christmas time to frost my greenery, because it kind of gives it that faux snow look without, you know, it coming off and getting everywhere. But it was definitely way too opaque for what I wanted. So I felt like the Sea Glass was going to be the right choice. It was just going to frost it but be very translucent. I also thought about white waxing, but quickly tossed that idea, because that was definitely going to take way too long. Now, when you're using the Sea Glass spray, I would definitely go light at first, because at first I thought it wasn't working, and that's why that branch was so much darker. It takes a minute to see it. You kind of have to wait for it to dry before you see that frosted look. So you're not going to see it when you first spray it on there. What I did was I just tried to get the front and the back of the leaves and just spray the entire tree, then let it dry for a few minutes. Then I came back and just looked it over to see if there was any more places that I wanted to have the more frosted look. So just like when you're pruning the tree, just slow and steady, taking a minute to look at it and make sure it is coming out the way that you envisioned. And honestly, y'all, I really think if you wanted to, you could skip the last two steps. I think the biggest transformation in this faux tree was trimming it down and making it look more sparse. Like, it looks so good after that, but I think these two extra steps, just making the leaves round and then giving it like this frosted look, just really puts it over the edge and makes it look so much more expensive. The whole point of this video is to get a look for less, to see if I can transform this thrift store faux tree into something that looks as expensive as possible. To style this tree, I looked through my basket hoard, which apparently is not big enough, y'all. I need to go buy some more baskets, because I feel like a basket a little bit bigger would have been better for this tree. But I think I have an idea in my head to create something. So we might be creating something for this tree in a future video. And then I purchased this blanket at the store called Five Below, where everything's $5 or less. So this throw was $5. I thought it went perfectly with the decor in my home, and I knew I would use it for styling. I didn't want to have anything messy like rocks or dirt. So this blanket in this basket is absolutely perfect. All right, guys, let's take one more look at where we started. Wow, y'all, I'm gonna try not to scream in your ears because I am so excited and honestly shocked at how amazing this tree turned out. Like I said, I've had this tree for over a month and have been thinking about this idea and just was so scared to do it. And now I need to go scoop up every faux tree at the thrift store and at the garage sale before everyone else sees this video and does the same thing, because I love it. I love it. It didn't take long. and it didn't cost a lot of money, and it looks like $1,000,000. Y'all let me know what you think. Now let's do a cost and time breakdown for this project. The tree cost me $25. I did purchase it at a thrift store. I'm positive if I find one at a garage sale, I can get it for much cheaper. The spray paint I purchased from Amazon for $10. I only used maybe half the can, so I have enough to use for another tree. So the total spent is $35. I spent an hour and a half creating the tree, although I was filming, so I think I could do it even faster if I didn't film. And when I was researching inspiration trees, the price range for those trees were between $150 and $250. So I think for the amount of money I spent and the time I spent on this project, it was well worth it to recreate this myself. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video, and if you have an idea for something that you see all the time at the thrift store that you would like me to upcycle, leave a comment below so I can be on the lookout for that item. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and if you have not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Y'all have a great day, and I will see y'all in the next video.